I'm Peggy Kelly, and this is Good Morning Santa Paula, and our educational update. And our guest today is Kevin Olson, and he is the Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, which isn't as dry as it sounds. He covers a lot of ground. Hello, Kevin. How are you?
I'm very well today. Thank you.
Good, good. It's October 15th, by the way. And I just wanted everybody to maybe hear a little bit about your background, how long you've been with the district.
Yeah, so I've been with the district since September 1st, actually. So 45 calendar days now and counting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, prior to that, I've been working in business services for school districts for the last 12 years. Most recently at Rio Elementary School over in Asst, school district. And prior to that with Conejo Unified up in Thousand Oaks.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, yes, my granddaughter's in Conejo Unified. So, and I ran for school board there, but that's a completely different story. But when I lived out there, but anyway, oh, great. Well, welcome aboard. How do you like it so far?
I'm having a lot of fun.
Yes,
I mean,
it's a great town.
It's a great community and a great school district and great people to work with. There's a lot of challenges ahead of us right now. So a lot of work to keep me very, very, very busy. But yeah, I've been having fun with it.
Now, what exactly does it mean being the Assistant Superintendent of Business Services? If you can give us a quick rundown of what that, everybody knows what people do in the educational end, but as far as the business services, what does that encompass?
Yeah, so the quickest way to describe it would be everything that's not education.
Okay. But you need for education.
Yeah, for the school district, everything that's not directly educating the students. So, so the directors of budget and accounting report to me. So budget and accounting, child nutrition services,
wow,
maintenance and operations, facilities. I know I'm missing one.
Oh, no, that's okay. Boy, that's great. Okay. Well, I noticed because we've got some very varied questions for you. So I thought that was very interesting. Why don't we start out with something that's very important, especially in Santa Paula, the child nutrition program. How's that going? And I know it's been a lot of handing out meals and things like that. That's just been wonderful. So do you want to update us a little on the program?
Yeah, so the nutrition services has been unique in these times. There's been a lot of changing going on, but they've settled into a program where we can actually feed the whole community now. So any child 18 years or younger can get a meal from us for free. They don't have to be a student of Santa Paula Unified. They just have to live in Santa Paula. And actually, a parent, a guardian, caregiver, a babysitter can come to one of our schools during the pickup times and pick up a bag of meals. So right now, most of our school sites, we have pickups Mondays. So it's Monday for meals on Mondays and Tuesdays. Wednesdays for meals Wednesdays and Thursdays, and Friday you get meals Friday and food for Saturday as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, that really is. So many families depend on that. Well,
and
give us an example of what's in a packet or what a meal is.
Yeah, so I'll share my screen here and I'll give you a couple of pictures.
Great.
So recently this week, we've updated our Wednesday packet with this veggie crudité plate, which includes some fresh tomatoes, cucumbers, broccoli, carrots, a little ranch packet. So that's one thing that's in our Wednesday packet right now. And this week, our salad was an antipasta salad, which you see a picture of right there. That looks pretty good. So lots of fresh, nutritious food in our packets.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, because that's so important. Does the school district do anything too to try to discourage families from too much soda pop? I'm just asking off the top of my head.
Yeah, actually, we can't serve soda pop.
No, but that's just it. I mean, I know you don't, but is there anything that the school can do to discourage the use, or figure you balance it by having the healthy meals at least?
Yeah, actually, if you go to our website, we have a secondary website for our child nutrition where there's guidelines about how to eat healthy, and there's wellness programs. and there's further information. In fact, you can find on all of our meals, all of the nutrition guidelines. So
Interesting.
yeah, so that's on our website, and right there on the page, normally somewhere towards the top is a link to our child nutrition area, and it has all that information.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, that's very helpful. Now, let's talk about learning loss mitigation funding. I know you were explaining that a little bit to me earlier. So would you please tell our audience about that? It's very
Yeah,
interesting.
is one of those fun business words, one of those governmental things. Learning loss mitigation was defined by our federal government, but they allocated close to $8 million for Santa Paula Unified. And what learning loss mitigation means is it's funds to help us teach continued distance learning and mitigate the effects of COVID-19 during these times, during the pandemic. And it also allows us to, it's added some safety to the schools. So we've purchased electrostatic foggers for disinfecting schools and
Sure.
classrooms.
Mhm.
So
I don't think a lot of people realize that COVID is very expensive.
it is both in distance learning. Our board just approved $1 million purchase last night for our education programs. We have a very robust career technical education program at Santa Paula High that includes engineering programs, game design, media arts, and other classes that required a more robust computer to run the programs that the students were using. And so
Actually, they're getting a dual education. They're not only learning about the subject, but they're also learning about the technology that they would have to apply out in the real world once they have a career in these fields.
that's exactly what the career technical education programs are all about. It's about
That's
gearing
wonderful.
towards education for the real world.
That's wonderful. And so now, do they award the funds, just out of curiosity, do they award the funds on a per capita basis? How do they decide that?
Yeah, so there were actually 5 different pots of funds that made up learning loss mitigation and COVID-19 safety funds for the district that made up that $8 million. Some were allocated purely based on enrollment. Some were allocated based on our free and reduced population of students. Some was allocated based on Title I students. So there was a number of different formulas involved with getting us our $8 million. Yeah. So it was a little complicated out there for a while as well, but we've now got it all sorted out. And like I said, we have close to $8 million now that will be used for distance learning and for safety of our sites as we consider returning to school.
Has anybody had any indication about when school might? I know they were talking about in different places, October 21st, perhaps, and I know we're not at this point. Has the district actually applied for a waiver yet or anything?
No, actually, there's no need for the district to apply for a waiver at this point, since the county was recently, the county was recently upgraded, whichever you want to upgrade it or downgraded, but we removed from purple into the red.
That's right, our tiers. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
facts of our tiers. Yeah.
Once the county stays in the red tier for 2 weeks, then school districts can reopen, provided that they have an approved reopening plan and agreements with unions and staff and all of their safety in place. So the district is working towards those. We don't have an exact date yet, but actually Dr. Cora gave a pretty in-depth presentation at our board meeting last night. So I would suggest anybody interested in that, check out our recordings on YouTube of our board meetings. So that we had a meeting just last night, 10/14, and he had an in-depth presentation on that.
Okay, I'll have to check that out myself because I'm on deadline Wednesday. So, with the Santa Paula time, so there's no way I can go to those things, unfortunately, especially now. But technology and distance learning, since we're talking about distance learning, let's talk about that.
Yeah, so for the technology, we could use the learning loss mitigation money for more Chromebooks and teacher devices to provide a better environment for our students during the distance learning. The laptops have a better camera and allow our teachers to be a little bit more robust, so there'll be a little less lag while they're providing their instruction. Also, we provided hotspots to any student who had an issue with internet connectivity, and those are still available. So if there's any students out there who are having any issues with internet connectivity, we have free hotspots available to all of our students.
Mm-hmm. And that's just basically, explain it to me a little. I'm so used to being, Wi-Fi'd out and connected to the internet. How is a hotspot? It's kind of like just, do you give them the location of a hotspot, or do you actually provide a hotspot?
It's a device. It's about the size of a mouse, like this, and you have to charge it up. You plug it in, but basically it works through the cellular network or 4G network to provide an internet connection, like a Wi-Fi connection at your house.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's really amazing, isn't it? I mean, what not to you. I mean, you're pretty young, but it's astonishing what they can do now with technology.
It is. There still have been some significant hurdles, I think, as all of the school districts have been uploading to the distance learning, coming online, so to speak. I think there were some bandwidth issues across the county, but I think most of those are over now. And I think that the distance learning connectivity, and the way that our teachers are able to provide that for the students now, has been running pretty smoothly for the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's wonderful. And I know even when they talk about maybe reopening schools, they're talking about perhaps doing it just unlimited basis, maybe hybrid models, younger students are particular emphasis. And, that's going to be a whole show itself, is just on that topic. Now, facility and upgrades coming to the schools. We were talking about some bond monies. And what does the district have available on the different bonds?
Yeah, so the district was lucky enough to provide two different bonds from the community. So our elementary district had some bonds before we unified, and the union district, so the high school district, had some bonds, and we still have close to $30 million in each of those pots, $60 million to upgrade our facilities. And we've been doing some serious master planning on facilities in the last, just since I've been here, so the last 45 days basically, and have some solid master plans for our board to consider in the next couple of months, so that we can really work on upgrading our facilities. At the high school, we're looking at potential band rooms. We're looking at upgrades to the pool. We're looking at general facilities modernization, so that's replacing windows, fixing doorways. Really, I'm a fan of just really making sure that the whole facility is top-notch, clean, working well. We're still in the process actively of adding air conditioning to all of our classrooms.
I'm going to ask about air conditioning. I know that's been a big issue. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so about 80% of our classrooms at this point across the district do have air conditioning, but we're in the process of finalizing the last few who do not have air conditioning.
Okay, and when you talk about air conditioning, did they basically go to a pretty simple solution that works with that, as far as just units per classroom versus a whole systems? Could you explain how they air in the classrooms for the
most of the classrooms ended up with their own compressor units. So you have, you'll see a unit if you go to, say, Grace Steel down the street. You'll see compressor units lined up by each classroom. So each classroom has its own compressor fan unit for the air conditioning. We didn't go to a big centralized solution.
Now, and is that generated off electricity, correct?
Yeah,
okay. How's that treated the district's bills? Do we have any idea? I know you're new. I think they put you on here because you are new, so
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to go through all the utilities and look at a multi-year the changes as
sure. I was just curious.
Come online.
Because there's always ways. I think solar's coming into play more and more now and things like that. But the main thing is no matter the cost that they are air conditioned. I know there were a couple of, and it's not all the time that it's miserable, but it was miserable enough. So I'm very happy, and I'm happy that the district found such a great solution.
Yeah, and there's always, for what it does cost in electricity to keep the rooms cool, there's an opportunity cost in not keeping the rooms cool when we don't, right? In potentially lost learning opportunities.
Absolutely.
The district over the years has had to actually close learning school days early because of the heat, and so
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm really happy to hear that. Now, so they'll be coming back with this master plan as far as, and start breaking out specific projects and things like that.
Yeah, over the next couple months. Really what we tried to do was take the funds available and all the projects that were out there and discussed, and we started to prioritize, work with all the principals at their sites to find out what they really felt like were their priorities, and tried to come out with an even plan that took care of the district's highest priorities as a whole, but still managed to touch every single site. So at a minimum, all of our schools will see a fresh paint job, both outside and in, so they'll feel new and fresh. They'll get some landscaping so that they feel nice.
Oh, that's wonderful, though. That's great for the kids' morale, staff morale, but also the kids' morale. It makes them feel valued. When you see kids that go to schools that are a wreck and a mess, and I mean, it doesn't make you feel valued.
Yeah, I really believe that the place that they go to for school should feel nice, and once again, these bond monies are for that. They're the only thing we can do with the bond money is upgrade our facilities and use them on our facilities, and it's not doing any good in the bank. So we might as well upgrade our facilities and make them look nice and feel nice for our kids.
Oh, that's great. Is there anything you'd like to address that I didn't ask you, or anything you thought of that you'd like to add, or any question I should have asked you, or any deep dark secrets you have that I won't tell anybody, or anything like that?
Yeah, it's just I know I haven't been here very long, but it's been a pleasure to be here already. I'm very excited to work for Santa Paula Unified, and so far all the principals and all the staff have been very nice and welcoming me, and so I'm really excited to be here and become part of the community.
Oh, well, welcome, Kevin. We appreciate your enthusiasm, and look forward to working with you as far as the Santa Paula Times goes. And we're excited, and it's exciting to talk about fixing up the schools for the students when they're back. So we need that. We really do. Okay. Yeah. Well, once again, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say to the viewers, be sure if you have students, or people with students, or just children, once again, anybody 18 years and younger, come get some food from us. Come try it out. Grandparents can stop by, babysitters can stop by the schools. You don't have to have the kids to try out your food today, and we'll give you a bag and you can try it out. We really want to make sure that everybody in Santa Paula is well taken care of as far as food, and nobody's going without. So it's available.
Great. And do we have the website? What is it? It's
SantaPaulaUnified.org.
Yes,
that's page. And then, like I said, normally right there on the main page, you'll see a link to our child nutrition services, and also there's a schedule of which sites and when.
Yeah, I'm sure they update that.
Yeah, the pickups are normally Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they're middle day.
Right, and like you said, on Monday they give you food for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday. So that's
exactly
really great.
They're meals for 2 days on the pickups.
Oh, that's great. Well, Kevin Olson, thank you very much. It's a pleasure. I haven't met you before, so it was very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
And welcome to Santa Paula, and we're delighted to have you. And once again, if you'd like to watch this interview, it's going to be on kadytv.net. And you can always go to YouTube and hit subscribe, and that makes us all very happy and helps us bring you more programming like this. And this will always be also be run on City Cable Channel 10, Spectrum Cable Channel 10, and we appreciate that. And Kevin, once again, nice meeting you. I'm Peggy Kelly. Have a great weekend. Wash your hands and wear your face covering and keep that social distancing. And thank you.